Edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. The Cubbies will try to complete the series sweep on the road against their division rivals right after this. Adrian Hauser gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, taking a look at the numbers, you see that ERA a little under 4 last season. But I think his team and organization, they're expecting some bigger and better things out of him this year. We'll see if he can get off to a better start in this one.
Standing in, Chris Bryant. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Underway now on this Sunday night as the game's first pitch misses for ball 1. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
2-0 count. The pitch finds the zone. Strike 1. Now the 2-1.
At the ball.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Jerko is there. 1 down.
Batting second, the first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's picked up 3 hits in the series and driven in 4 along the way. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Ball inside.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corners.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. One out, nobody on. Fouled off. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Hit sharply on the ground. Fielded by Sogard. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Batting third.
And this is the kind of play that makes a manager go a little bit nuts. It's only the second batter of the entire game, and his defense is throwing the ball around already. I'm sure he's hoping that error isn't a sign of things to come.
Digging in now, Javier Baez. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Rizzo, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Here's the 0-1 pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Late swing on that curveball right there to run the count 0-2. Don't think he recognized that one too well.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And it's fouled away. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
In now, Nico Horner, as he'll take a look at ball 1. The set and the 1-0. Grounded back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. The throw to the plate. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side. To send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
The 1-0. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Gone! It's a 3-run home run for Jason Hayward. Second home run early in the year, and with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
Here it is, the 3-0. He loses him on ball 4.
Wow, he's looking awfully shaky to start this game, guys. That's 3 hits and a walk, and there's no doubt that he's fighting himself right now. See if he can get this train back on the rails here.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He represents the 8th man to bat here in the first with 4 runs already on the board. From the belt, kicks and deals. Liner toward right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 4-0 Chicago. John Lester is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This ought to be interesting to see how this guy bounces back from last year when he had an ERA over 4. I know his team is expecting better things from him this year, and we'll see if he can continue to get a little bit better, limit the number of walks, and also limit the number of hits per 9 innings.
Here now's the center fielder Lorenzo Cain to get us started in the bottom half of the first. The pitch.
Nope, that's a ball.
Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new year.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, Dero, it's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
Here's Brock Holt now. Comes in 0 for 9 in the series so far, so looking to turn things around in this one. Now the first pitch here from Lester. This one's flared out toward left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Batting third, the right fielder,
In is Christian Yelich, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Lester has worked his way through more than 2,500 innings in his career, and in that time he's compiled a WHIP under 1.3. Translation, he's better than league average in that category. The 0-1 delivery. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. Happ is there, 2 gone. So here's Avisail Garcia. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Lester sets. First pitch on its way. 0-1 the count. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
2-pitch mix here. If you're in the batter's box, you're looking for something up. Sinker chain.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So a 2-run shot to left center. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Brewers have cut it to a 4-2 score now.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
Here's Jed Jerko now.
the first baseman.
As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. One and one the count to the Brewers' first baseman.
Hey, I love that pitch right there. Better execution after just giving up an extra base hit.
And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. Bryant is there, and the side is retired. But the Brewers do get 2 on this 2-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 4-2. So coming to the plate, John Lester. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number one.
The third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Here's Chris Bryant now. First delivery to him on the way.
Well,
just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Bases are empty, one man out. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Jerko will take this one, and that's out number two.
The first baseman, number 44.
So in now for Chicago, Anthony Rizzo. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. First offering on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. After it is Kane. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Here's Eric Sogard. A matchup with John Lester now to lead off the inning.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
Yeah, he made up his mind early to take the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two. Hit out towards second. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
Batting seventh, the catcher, Manny Pena.
Into the box now, Manny Pena. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. A runner at first with no outs here. Hit in the air to left. Schwarber will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Batting eighth, the shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Next for Milwaukee, Orlando Arcia. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. He's set and the pitch.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he better be careful with that curveball. That's coming across and catching a lot of plate. And if he stays back, he's going to drive that thing with some serious authority.
Runners on first with one down. High in the air out to center field. Happ is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Now in the box, Adrian Hauser, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the belt, kicks and deals. 2 out with a man at first. Line softly toward the hole, and this will be put away easily for the out. Milwaukee leaves one. They trail it here 4-2. Now to the plate, Javier Baez. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
The shortstop, Javier.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball one. That misses 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Outside and low, 3-0.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
Now the 3-0 offering. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Striding in once again, Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In the dirt here. The 0-1 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Garcia has a read on it. 1 out. The throw is wild and it gets away.
The batter, number 2. Second base.
So striding forward now, Nico Horner. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking a pitch.
Oh and 1, here it comes.
1-1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
The 1-1. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fastball is going to blow right by you.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Now a move over to first, and a dive, but he's back in. The 2-2.
I got 3-2.
Well, a 3-2 count and a guy that handles the bat up at the plate. This is a great time to put that runner on first in motion.
Third inning here, already 4-2 our score. And there he goes towards second. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Under it is Yelich, and there are 2 away now. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jason Hayward. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Sogard is there. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Cubs strand 1, but they still lead this one 4-2. In now is Lorenzo Cain.
Leading off for the Brewers, the center fielder, Lorenzo Cain.
First pitch of the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2. Hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, third baseman.
Striding in, Brock Holt. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Now the pitch. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Here's the pitch. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Digging in, Christian Yelich. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
And low, it's a ball and a strike.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Still down by a count of 4-2. Back here in Milwaukee at Miller Park as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. First pitch on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Yelich is under it. 1 out. Stepping into the box, Ian Happ hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Garcia will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. So here now is the pitcher. John Lester comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit weakly back to the mound. On to first, and can you believe it? A 3-pitch inning. And just like that, the side is retired. Cubs are down in order as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Ready to take his hacks again, Avisail Garcia, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, news.
And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. And the Brewers get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
Here's Jed Jerko now as he lifts it in the air to right field. Hayward has a read on it. 1 out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Now back.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Eric Sogard. A base hit in his first trip. From the stretch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Not shocked by their aggressive nature at the plate today, but they got to change their MO if they're going to compete in this one.
Hit out toward second, right to him. And that's the second out. Digging in to try it again, Manny Pena, runner in scoring position with Sugan. First delivery to him on the way. And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on it.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Brewers strand one. They trail it here 4-2.
Leading off for the Cubs, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Popped up. Jerko is there. One pitch, one out.
The first baseman.
Ready for another shot now. Anthony Rizzo. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Ball one.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you can rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Yelich on the move. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Had a long way to go to make that running catch, and here it is again with the show track numbers. Took a great angle at it, showed nice closing speed, and ended up running close to 110 feet to finally bring it in. No doubt an efforts his teammates are appreciative of. Here's Javier Baez. It was a walk in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Kane is under it. And that's the third out. Down go the Cubs on just 4 pitches, but they still lead this one 4-2. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now the pitch. And he takes ball one. Arcia, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Good tailing action there. It's 1-1. Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. The 1-1 home is taken for strike 2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Arcia is retired, and there's one away. Ryan Braun will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 8, Ryan Braun.
And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Now here it comes.
Nope. That's inside.
No contact there, and it's 1-2.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
And in to hit next is Lorenzo Cain.
He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play.
0 for 2 for him to this point. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. Still down by a count of 4-2. Alex Claudio takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching for the Brewers, number 58, Alex Claudio.
At the plate, Kyle Schwarber. In previous meetings with Alex Claudio, he's 1 for 3.
Kyle Schwarber.
He's set. Here it comes. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. Claudio has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Claudio is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan, they don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can right into the shift and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row, when you've come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
First pitch on its way. Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. Sogard will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. Jason Hayward will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ground ball right side. And Hayward has a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The catcher, number 4.
Well, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The relay, the tag, and he is out at second.
The center fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
At the plate now, Ian Happ. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Hap with a 2-1 count now. Men on third with 2 down. In the air out to straightaway left. On the move is Garcia. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's now 6-2.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try and do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
At the plate, John Lester, as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Wow, his manager must have a lot of faith in him, and I'm not sure why. He's given up 5 hits in this inning alone, and it doesn't look like it's going to come to an end anytime soon.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. Line to the right side. Yelich will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Cubs 6 and the Brewers 2. Stepping up to the plate, Brock Holt. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Schwarber comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
Now batting, right fielder.
Coming to the plate now, Christian Yelich. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And the pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
That evens it up 1-1. 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error thus far in the game for Milwaukee. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2. So here is Avisail Garcia. Already a home run and a double for him in this one. Lester has his target. Here's the first pitch. And a nice changeup that time from Lester to start things out. It's 0-1. And it's 1-1. 1-1 on its way from Lester. 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error thus far in the game for Milwaukee. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Hit on the ground to third, right to Bryant. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Brent Suter is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 35.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th. First delivery to him on the way. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Yelich is after it. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting.
And that brings up Javi Baez. He enters this at bat 1 for 2 with a walk. Here's the first pitch to him. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Chased a bad one there. 1-1.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Under it is Yelich, and there are 2 away now. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Kyle Schwarber, has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. Garcia gloves it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead it 6-2. Now at the plate, Jed Jerko. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Jerko in front, 2 balls and no strikes. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Show some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Has a look, now the pitch. Nobody out, runner on first. Hit hard to third. Bryant's got it. One there. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next to hit is the catcher, Manny Pena. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Behind 0-2 now. Lester has his target. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Ready with another 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Brewers go down quietly. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Into the box now, Nico Horner. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. The pitch. On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Here comes Yelich. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. The next Cub up, Jason Hayward. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Lined hard to center field. And Hayward has a base hit.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Wilson Contreras.
To the plate now, Wilson Contreras. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. This one's down to third. There's Sogard for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Rowan Wick is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 50.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. No hits to this point.
The shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up. Contreras has a play. 1 down. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was great all night long.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Keston Hiura will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. The Cubs are maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale. So if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball. You're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Now back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Lorenzo Cain. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
They might even change their nickname for this team to the Road Warriors. A sweep is looking pretty good as they're leading this one again late in the ballgame.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Gone in order. J.P. Feyereisen enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. He's set and the pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Down the left field line and deep. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Popped him up. Holt has room in foul territory. And that's the first out of the inning. David Bodie will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 13, David Bodie.
Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike. One out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss here, and the first two are dispatched to begin the ninth. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Settling in now, Chris Bryant. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit high and deep to right center. And he will reach up to make the catch. Oh, what a play that time, as that ball had extra bases written all over it. But with that catch, the inning is over. Craig Kimbrell will come on and take over here, and he'll hit in the leadoff spot following the double switch. David Bodie will stay in the game, taking over at third base and batting in that 9 spot. Bottom of the inning now. At the plate, Brock Holt is working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Down by a bunch here, and what makes it even more difficult, they're facing the closer. Not going to be an easy task trying to tie this one or go ahead here at home. It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Behind 0-2 now. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
And here's Christian Yelich now. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. One and 2 for Christian Yelich.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Ready once again, Avisail Garcia. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Barring any late turnaround, the win would belong to John Lester. One-0 count. Here it is. And he fouls this one off. Kimbrell, originally from the state of Alabama. He was selected in the 3rd round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
And I really don't know how you swing at that. He must have had his mind up he was going to swing as soon as the ball came out of the pitcher's hand.
This is hit sharply to the left side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Now this will rattle up against the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Into the box, Jed Jerko, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Fouled off. The Brewers down to their final strike. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Throw on to first. He'll be in time to get him. And the Cubs go on the road and sweep their division rivals in this 3-game series.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. The Chicago Cubs jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. John Lester earns his first win of the season. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.